Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. She always brings bad intentions. Jessica McCaskill, she weighed in at 65.8 kilos, 168 centimeters tall with a reach of 175. And she'll be facing Franchon Cruz-Dezurn, 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 183. She is the Caskilla, Jessica McCaskill, one of the best fighters in the world today, who fights out of St. Louis, Missouri, USA. The heavy-hitting diva fighting out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. She brings plenty of swag, plenty of glam to the ring, and of course, plenty of leather, too.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Chicago, Illinois, here is a women's two-weight division world champion and an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, Jessica McCaskill. Fighting out of the blue corner from Baltimore, Maryland, here is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, known as the heavy-hitting diva, introducing Franchon Cruz-Dezurn.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. These two fighters are made for one another. Here she is bouncing around on her toes, trying to get some energy now. That hook was off target. This fight was so big, an arena couldn't contain it. We're fighting underneath the stars, and what a main event this should be.
These fighters are about to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everyone's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is it.
Catch and shoot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skillful.
Do you believe what we are seeing? She's got the opportunity of a lifetime, but has it slipped her by?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, so you can pop.
Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That uppercut misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. She catches him. The defense failed them. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think right.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punching. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Will the referee step in? Is on the canvas. I don't believe it. That punch dropped her hard. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So she'll beat the count, but in the back of her mind, she knows she is damaged goods right now.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into
a chance to make history. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. And there's the bell to start the round. So that's a 10-8 round. Got to turn things around here, Johnny. What do they do? She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Hey, those punches add up. Catch and shoot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about McCaskill in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is...
Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Gonna try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. That one will count. And look at her now, getting loose, feeling the ring a little bit more. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.